Hi, my name's Dave Brons. I write instrumental guitar music with a Celtic symphonic twist. For my new album, I decided rather than spend £3,000 on a hot-rodded Marshall Plexi, I'd make my own. These videos are a diary of that process. So now we're starting to get to one of the really exciting parts of the build. We're near the end of the build now, and we're going to attach our first set of transformers. So we have the choke here, we have the power transformer, it's a massive toroidal transformer, and then we have the output transformer which connects to the speakers. Just going to start connecting those up. So I think I'm going to start with the choke first. It's the smallest transformer with the least wires, so it's going to be the easiest one to get started. So
the choke is used in place of a resistor on the power supply, just because a choke allows better filtering, so less hum, and it allows for less voltage drop as well, which means less sag and a more direct sound. Quite a lot of modern amps just use a resistor, but as this is a Plexi, we're going to use a choke just like the originals.
Okay, so that's the choke is now done. Now we're going to move on to the output transformer. The output transformer, I'm going to put the power connections facing the power transformer, which is going to be at the back there, and then I'm going to have all the multicolored wires for the speaker taps going through this other hole on this side. On this transformer, it tells you what is what on the top here. So it tells you what the colours are. So I've got the black lead is ground, and then I've got 4, 8 and 16 ohm tap. The 8 is green and the 16 ohm tap is yellow. So I'm not going to use the 4 ohm for now, but I am going to use the 8 and the 16. I just don't have a 4 ohm cabinet. So
one of the most common mistakes to make on a valve amplifier is switching it on without having a speaker plugged in. This burns out the output transformer. You just got to have a load on the output transformer, because if not, it's a really expensive mistake to make, and I've done it a few times.
Great, okay, so that is the output transformer that, you know, connects to the speakers, all connected up, which is fantastic. Let's turn it over. There we go, so we just have the power transformer left to go now. Hey everybody, obviously in this part of the video it's where I was going to show you how to wire, or how I wired up the power transformer. Unfortunately, because I'm a numpty, I deleted the video of me wiring it up, and I can't really do it again because it's already been installed. So instead I'll just tell you kind of why the power transformer is important and what it does. So the power transformer is the most expensive component on a valve amplifier, mainly because it has lots of copper in it and lots of iron, and it's quite heavy. And it is an important component in the tone of the amp, because as we've discussed already in the videos, when you play the guitar string, it makes, when the string moves over the magnets, it creates a few millivolts. Those millivolts travel down the guitar wire into the preamp, then it goes through to the phase inverter, and then through to the power supply and the power amplifier, and then gets coupled onto the output transformer to turn that string movement into the speaker movement. Now, the role the power supply plays and the power transformer is, obviously you're not just sending voltage to the heaters to heat up the valves, you're also supplying the high voltage that the sound waves ride on, if you like. So this is really layman's terms now, it's not really technical, but imagine it's like a river. You get the millivolts coming in from the guitar, and it rides the current, and it keeps getting the volume of water, if you like, the voltage keeps increasing and increasing, so by the time you get through to the output transformer and the power valves, the voltage is really huge, and that little movement that you started with at the beginning from the guitar is now supplying this high voltage to create the large movement of the speaker. So obviously you need a power supply that can really, for 100 watt amp, that can supply all that power as cleanly as possible without any power drops in the, so you don't get kind of dropouts in the sound. And so it is important to buy a good power transformer. So that's kind of how that works. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Next video we're going to be hooking up the board with all the controls, so the preamp, the phase inverter and the power supply. We're going to be hooking that all up to the valves and the controls and so on. So really exciting stage of the build. Please subscribe to my channel, and please head over to davebrons.com and check out my music too. I'd be super grateful if you did that, guys. Thanks so much for watching.